leave you off on one other thing. Who smokes pot in this place? Ooh. See, I love that. I go to Connecticut, I do a show, and they're all like, I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking comedian, I'm not a fucking undercover cop. You can tell me you smoke pot. I don't smoke, but I wish that I had the effect that my friends do when I hang out with them, because they look like they're having the time of their fucking life. I have panic disorder, I can't smoke weed. They're on the couch, they're watching fucking Family Guy, still even, that's just funny. Yeah. And then, you know what I see? You know you're fucking out, right? I'm like, what are you looking at, stupid? I'm like, oh my God! Get this I'm done. I don't want this shit. So I went in the shower thinking I could wash the pot off myself, I guess. That didn't work. I get in the shower and all of a sudden fucking Casper the Ghost is scrubbing my fucking hair. I'm like, oh my God, I'm done with this fucking smoking pot. Alright, my name is Kathy Arnold. You guys are a great crowd.
If you had a joint in your mouth, I'd be all over you right now.
Listen, if I had known it was acceptable.
She know what kind of lounge we got going on here.
But you can't fuck around. You gotta have the good shit. You know what I'm saying?
Good weed.
Good weed. I know you know about that.
About good weed?
Good weed.
Oh my God, man. Let me tell you something. They got some of the best weed in Baltimore. Let me tell you something. They got some shit called Space. Do you know how high you can get off some shit called Space? Let me tell you how shit this good. How good this, I'm fucked up right now. Let me tell you how good this shit is. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. If you smoke a joint at 8 o'clock in the morning and at 3 o'clock, you sitting in the same spot watching the preview guide, you smoking some good shit. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. But that ain't the best. Like, I was smoking this shit. I was riding down 295 by myself. And I tried to pass a joint to somebody that wasn't even there.
Your imaginary friend, so you could be in the HOV lane, right? You're like, what's up, officer? I got a buddy right here. She's like,
You know?
Please tell me you see that motherfucker too.
you're like, I got my friend Bobby here. What are you talking about?
That ain't the best, though. That ain't the best. I was smoking that shit one day. I stopped at a red light. I fucking stopped at a stop sign. And I was waiting on that bitch to turn green.
You were green enough for both of y'all.
I woke up the next day in the same spot. I was like, this is bullshit. Seriously.
I ain't coming this way no more.
Right. But see, that's still, I'm just saying, that's still not the best. I bought some shit from Park Heights, man. And, yeah, you know where that is? You heard of Park Heights? Yeah, that's the hood over there.
Well, depending on which part of
Where you are.
Yeah.
Right, well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's welcome in some parts.
Right. She's welcome in the Park Height. The park part, not the
like,
height.
she's lost. She's on the wrong side. Let's get some GPS for this chick.
Hey, they be like, you can go to the park, but you can't go to the heights. Shit. But that ain't the best, though, because I was smoking weed with my cousin, and that nigga's deaf, right? And me and him got into an argument. And he jumped up out the couch and told me he ain't trying to hear that shit I'm talking about.
He was smoking some good shit.
I was like, this nigga is crazy. Oh yeah, man, weed, man, and weed makes, when you smoke weed, man, it makes you think differently. Like, you know, it makes you think about stuff like if a white dude had sex with a albino girl, is it a possibility that the baby could come out invisible? You know what I'm saying? Seriously though, doesn't that make sense though?
How do we get back to the fucking albinos?
Let's do the Punnett Square. Of like, you know, you have no melanin, but no melanin, you get invisibility.
Right.
He's transparent.
I was so fucked up one night, man. I smoked a joint. I was in McDonald's talking to myself, how many nuggets do I get in the 6-piece? This shit got me fucked up. Oh my God, I don't know what to do with myself.
Have you ever smoked so much that you have hallucinated or seen things that like weren't there at all in other things? Cause I got so high one time that I lost control of the time-space continuum, and I remember that the world was a flat golden disc encased in a glass orb, and everyone on the planet had to stay perfectly balanced, because if you shifted, the world would tip over and you wouldn't fall
Where
off.
you get that
Just
shit
the
from?
bottom would become the top. This is when I learned that not all bongs are created equal.
Hey, you know what?
Deep shit. I like that. You can have like your thesis, like when you're like, yeah. No.
You know what I was about to say? You know, Robin, you cool and all, but it sounded like you was smoking crack. I'm just saying, that doesn't sound like no weed.
Some other shit in
Your
there.
shit was laced
Yeah.
with something.
You need to start watching the motherfucker
I
roll the
was
blunt.
messing with the wrong white
Right.
people, and I learned my lessons. Some of y'all do some things that I cannot get down with. I don't know what was in there, but afterwards, I was sick, and I didn't realize that I was sick because I couldn't figure out how to speak again. And when I got up, all I could say was, "Where was your bathroom?" And time for me. You know how, like, when the Flash runs, he'll be, like, here, but that imprint of him will be there until he stops? That was time. And so it took me about 5 minutes to realize that I had, in fact, thrown up on the ground. And I looked at it, and my vomit looked like Carl Winslow, and he told me never to smoke weed again. And I passed out and definitely did not smoke for at least another
I'm
week.
gonna do something I don't normally do. I'm gonna recommend PCP for you. But not what y'all thinking. I'm talking about party with colored people from now on.
Right. Definitely. And I tell you, man, weed, you know, there's different types, man. You know, different types. I'm sure you heard about the flavors and stuff. And you know,
Strains.
I mean, I was in Atlanta, man. I was at a party, you know, at a a BET party, and you know, I ran into Stevie Wonder. So, you know, and it's crazy, you know, and I think Stevie had hit the weed a little bit, you know. Stevie was talking crazy, you know, because I was asking him, you know, Stevie one of my role models, you know. I said, hey, Stevie, man, you know, if it was something, you know, that you would like to see, you know, in your life, you know, what would
You
it
really
be?
said.
How much you like
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I asked him. I said, you know, Stevie.
You asked him if you
Right.
want to see
Right.
everything,
I asked him if it was anything in your life that you would want to see, you know, what would it be? He was like, you know, I would like to see me make it to the age of 74. I was like, motherfucker, you ain't even see 39. Now you want to be greedy and see 74? You know what I'm saying? You know, so it just goes to tell you, when people say stupid shit, they could be, you know, smoking weed. And, you know, the shame, what's up with all these thugs out